I'm not using this unistrut because this is a lot bigger than this one I'm using here. The one that I bought's about half the size, so save some weight. But I'm using these as a pattern to kind of see. So I need to save this hinged lid, so what I'm going to do is I could definitely use that piece there. See, what's going to be nice about this unistrut is I'll be able to adjust this height here. What I'm going to do is cut this piece of wood right here and then drill a hole straight down from the top down, or I could actually go like that. No, I think I'm going to go top down. Yeah. It's kind of like a puzzle here. I'm not going to drill a 1/2-inch hole. So I don't think I want to go that big with the hole. I don't want to risk splitting this wood, so I'm going to probably do like a 3/8 hole and then like a 3/8 bolt. And then I'm going to do this somehow. I think I'm going to go from the top. Yeah, I can always notch that other end there. I'm going to bolt it from the top. And then I can adjust it. I can adjust the height pretty easy from there. Alright, so on the tank, I could always run 2 strips of wood or unistrut straight across for this thing to sit on. And the bottom. It's a wrap. That's it. Right. That's good. Okay, this might be better here. If I go like that. So I don't have to mess with notching this top here. I could just bolt it in that way. Kind of sits on it there. Yeah. That'll be decent, I think. I could bolt it in that way. Boy, this is like a pretty crazy puzzle. Alright, so I've been brainstorming here for a while. I was originally gonna start this frame out with the unistrut laying flat on the ground like that, but I think that's gonna limit my adjustability down the road. So what I'm gonna do is probably go something like this. Stand them up on the edges. What that'll do is that'll allow me to use the spring nuts to be able to really have a lot of adjustability down here. It'll let me get the tank nice and low to the ground. I'll still be able to use vertical pieces with another cage net there, pretty easy. And that'll give me adjustability as well. Alright, I decided to make a change here. I was going to use this block of wood that was on the hinged cover. I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and remove this piece of wood. This is going to create a bunch of additional work for me, but what I want to do is screw the unistrut directly into the hinge. This is going to eliminate a lot of issues that I'm predicting in the future by keeping this wood here. And once it's on the unistrut, then I think we'll be dialed in to get this thing bolted up pretty nice. There it is. Wood is gone. Now I just gotta screw this in. Alright, well, I'm getting pretty close to wrapping this thing up. I think we're looking pretty good. Here's what I came up with. Not finished yet. I'm going to do a little bit of finishing here on the sides. I'm going to close this up, maybe use some rubber or canvas or some sort of a plastic or whatever, but yeah, this thing is good, man. It's bolted in pretty tight. Super solid. Got a lot of adjustability with the unistrut. Tank is in there perfect. Open this up. That'll be a platform there. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this thing up with some water. So visually speaking, this thing isn't really that pretty to look at, but I mean, who really cares, right? This thing is pretty much just here for function. But one of the reasons why I'm going to basically block off this plane right here is because I want to kind of reduce some of the noise while I'm driving down the road, because the water will slosh around a little bit, and I want to cut down on the noise a little. So I'm going to put some sort of a board or maybe a piece of PVC plastic material right across this edge here, keep the noise down. But yeah, this is it right here. It took a lot of tinkering. I thought this was going to be like a pretty quick job, but I really had to do a lot of thinking on how to get these pieces dialed in so where everything fit perfectly. I threw out the whole idea of using that piece of wood that the piano hinge here was screwed into, so I completely removed that piece of wood. I went with the unistrut instead, and I mounted the piano hinge directly to the unistrut, so it's on there real nice and tight. And then I got adjustability. I can move it up and down on the strut in the back there, and everything else is just bolted down. Some really heavy 1/2-inch hardware. Alright, I mounted the on-off switch right here temporarily. Actually worked out pretty good. Wire goes into the channel back here, but let's give this a shot. Cool deal. That's about it. This time I'm making sure the switch is off, and I'll post up a video later with the final product, but this is going to get me through pretty good right here.